Hi everybody, this is Chris Maxwell with the Fire Me channel, and today we're going to be talking about the hottest IPOs of 2019. So this year there's a lot of big iconic names that people have been waiting for these companies to become private or public for quite a while. And there's a lot of really exciting IPOs that have come out already and that are still going to be coming out. So we're going to cover even some of the ones that have just recently come out as well. But without further ado, let's take a look at our first one. All right, Levi. So Levi Strauss. Now they came public with looking to raise $600 to $800 million for working capital expenses, some acquisitions, and other capital expenditures. Now they're trading under the symbol Levi, and the one thing I really like about this company is they're already profitable. So they already have revenue of over $5 billion and a net income of close to $300 million. So right out of the gate, they're profitable. It's not a wait and see kind of thing. It's iconic American brand. Everybody worldwide knows what Levi is and what they make. And now they're just in the process of expanding that business. Now, previously, Levi was went public in 1971, but was taken back private in 1985 by the family and some other investors, I assume. And with that structuring of the company and the way that they've come out now, there's actually going to be a couple classes of shares issued. So A and B shares, where the Class B will have 10 votes. So if voting is important to you, the Class B shares would probably be the ones to look at. But all in all, great American brand, and I don't think you can go wrong with Levi. All right, the next IPO that we're going to look at is Robinhood. Now this one is very exciting. Robo-Investor app, everybody pretty much knows who Robinhood is, looking to raise $5.6 billion. So the interesting thing with Robinhood is they've actually surpassed E-Trade in the number of user accounts, with over 5 million accounts in just over 5 years. Like, that is incredible to get that kind of user growth. And I think that really shows how popular this app is with millennials and other people looking to invest over their phones and doing this micro investing and whatnot. They're a commission-free trading platform. They make money by earning interest on account balances, margin trading, and they also sell the order flow to the stock exchanges, which is a controversial practice, but it's how they make their money. And they've also hired Amazon's Vice President of Finance to become the CFO. So that's another interesting little tidbit too. So they're starting to really pick up some top tier guys here to start helping run the company, and I think this Robinhood IPO is going to be very, very popular, and the company sounds like it's just a cash machine. All right, Pinterest. Now this one hasn't come public yet. They're looking to raise $12.3 billion. So for those of you unfamiliar with it, it's an image sharing app. And in 2018, it had over $700 million in revenue. This blew my mind. I could not believe that this app, this platform was that popular. I don't even understand how they make their money, to be honest with you. 50% year-over-year growth, with over 250 million active users on the platform. And they're extremely high engagement and growth on this platform. It's very popular. A lot of people love this platform for getting crafting ideas and whatnot. And the IPO for Pinterest is expected to be as early as April. And even with a high valuation, it's expected to generate a lot of interest. A lot of people have been waiting for this one to come out. I was really surprised at the popularity and the user growth that they've had. And it sounds like it's going to be a very exciting IPO when it comes out. All right, Lyft. Now, Lyft is an interesting company looking to raise $15 billion, rideshare company. Now, there is this huge race that's taking place right now for the self-driving car market, and Lyft is in on that. So they're into autonomous right now, or autonomous vehicles and driving, but right now it's primarily a ride-sharing company. And they do have this cutthroat rivalry with Uber right now. And what I mean by that is they're both offering massive discounts to gain real estate and market share on this segment of the market. And they're not actually profitable. They're bleeding cash. And the biggest issue with Lyft is that they don't actually have a clear path to profitability at this point. But it is a company that's very interesting. They have already come public, and right out of the gate, the share price jumped to $82 on the initial day of trading. Now it's fallen off to under 60 just a few weeks later. I do think there is more downside as Uber and these other IPOs get ready to come out and people are interested in some of these other companies. But it did very well in the initial day of trading. Major backers for this company, GM, Alphabet, and a couple other companies as well, but major backing behind Lyft. So I do think they're going to be, there will be a path to profitability here eventually, but it's just a matter of when. Now, the other thing with Lyft is when the IPO was issued, they are competing for the same investment dollars as Uber. So the real risk with Lyft right now, I believe, is people are going to cash in their stock in Lyft and buy Uber when it comes out, but that's yet to be seen. So we'll find out when the time comes. All right, Airbnb. Now this one I personally am really interested in. So they're looking to raise $31 billion. And they're potentially looking at doing this as a direct listing, which would essentially cut any of the underwriters out of this deal. So now the thing with going direct to market is it's really a way for insiders to cash out of the investment. So instead of issuing new stock and whatnot, they're basically going to take the shares they have and sell them on the market. And the expectation by all the analysts is that there's going to be massive demand for this company when the shares go public. It's the world's largest hotel chain that owns no property. So it's really interesting. This, I believe, is one of the biggest threats to conventional hotels, and probably will become more and more popular in the future as well, I believe. And the company is described as nimble, profitable, and with small overhead, and it's a small overhead room listing platform. So I think there's not anyone that doesn't know what Airbnb is, but essentially people that are homeowners, etc., will go through this website and rent out their properties for a few days, a week, whatever, essentially using them like a hotel. And you can find places on Airbnb now almost everywhere in the world. So it's very, very interesting concept, and I think it's one that, although it's caught on already, the usage of it will explode even more in the future. And just an interesting tidbit: the initial capital was from Peter Thiel for $200 million in 2013. And I heard some of the stats on what that investment's worth now, and it's in the multi-billion dollars. So quite a good investment for him. And yeah, pretty lucky to be on the ground floor if you were an insider back in the day. All right, the company everybody has been waiting for, number one on our list, Uber. So Uber is looking to raise $120 billion. And Uber is considered to be the premier ride-hailing service. And they actually have hired the former Expedia CEO to take over from the founder a couple years ago in 2017. There was some internal shenanigans that was going on. I don't really know the whole inside story, but basically the founders handed it over to more professional management, and they've been on a straight up rocket straight up ever since. So done quite well. They filed for their IPO in December of 2018. However, if you do remember, there was a government shutdown that put a delay in a lot of these IPOs. So there was a bit of a delay. They will be coming public shortly, but they haven't yet. And they were racing their rival Lyft to get to the street. Lyft obviously has beat them there. Lyft came out, in my opinion, too hot, and they've taken a bath now in their share price. But everybody is anticipating Uber. Uber is not a pure play ride sharing. They've got a lot of levers to pull. They've got things like Uber Eats and a whole bunch of other businesses that they also own. So Uber is the number one number one IPO being anticipated for 2019. Hopefully we can get in on that once it debuts, and let me know what you guys think about these top 6 IPOs of 2019. They're all well-known companies, big brand names. Uber, like I said, is not profitable yet, but there is a path to profitability with them. So I do think they have that leg up on Lyft in terms of the ride-sharing services. But anyways, if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. What do you think of these IPOs? I'm really excited about them. We've been waiting for a bunch of these to come out for a while now, and they're finally here. And we will be adding some of these to our IPO portfolio. Anyways, have a great day, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.